As you listen to these words, perhaps you can begin to notice something shifting deep inside, because your unconscious mind, it already knows. Change is happening. And isn't it interesting how the more you try to hold onto an old way of thinking, the more you realise it's already slipping away, like sand through your fingers, or mist dissolving in the morning sun. And maybe you thought before, I expect nothing, and I still get let down. But isn't it curious how expectations, they were never the real problem? Because if you look closely, it's not about lowering expectations, it's about changing them, transforming them. The most successful people, they don't lower expectations, they just expect differently. Not with attachment, but with certainty. They know, they already have it. And you can begin to know that too. Now as you sit there, perhaps you can wonder, what if it were true that the more I let go, the more I allow things to flow? You don't have to force it. You don't have to push. You can simply let yourself step into it. Because the moment you stop chasing, the moment you stop needing it so badly, you find it was already waiting for you. Isn't it fascinating how the more you expect things to go wrong, the more you see evidence of that? And yet, what happens when you flip that expectation? What happens when you begin to assume that things are working in your favour? You don't have to believe it yet. Just play with the idea. What if? Because there are people out there right now who just assume success. Not because they're smarter or better or luckier, but because they simply decided to believe it. They don't even question it. And you can wonder, what would happen if you made that decision too? Maybe before, you had that voice whisper, but what if I fail? And yet failure isn't real, is it? It's just a word, a label, a story. And stories can be rewritten. What if instead of failure, you saw feedback? Instead of a setback, you saw redirection? You begin to feel that now. Because deep down, your unconscious, it already knows. Every so-called failure is just a step leading you here. And you've thought, the more I desire, the more let down I get. But isn't it more true that the more I allow myself to feel good right now, the more I naturally attract what I want? Because desire isn't the problem. Clinging is. But when you hold success lightly, like a butterfly resting on your hand, it stays. When you relax, it lands effortlessly. Just imagine now, stepping into a version of yourself who simply knows. Imagine waking up tomorrow with an unshakable feeling of certainty, as if something clicked overnight, as if something just shifted inside. And even if you don't know how, you simply do, because every thought, every belief, is just a pattern, and patterns can be changed. You've seen it happen before. You felt those moments where everything just worked. And if you felt that once, it means you can feel it again. It means it's already inside you. And all you need to do is allow it. Because right now, in this moment, something's awakening inside you. Something that was always there, just waiting to be noticed. Did you breathe in deeply now? Feeling that shift taking root? You can know that this is already yours. It's always been yours. And with every moment that passes, you step more and more into that truth, into that power, into that certainty. And doesn't it feel good to just know?